Steve Guttenberg here, and I am the Audiophiliac. What we have here are a bunch of smart speakers. The ones at the end are the Sonos Ones, which are about $400 a pair. The round black speaker in the middle is the Apple HomePod, which is $350. And then the white speaker is the Google Home Max, that is $400. Now, you might have figured it out by now that I'm not a fan of smart speakers or wireless speakers or speakers you need to talk to play. So not my thing. But people kept asking me to talk about these speakers, certainly the HomePod, which I'm about to do now. It is the weakest speaker of the bunch here. Yes, it can sound full, and yes, you can talk to it, and yes, it's an Apple product. It has 8 microphones and a bunch of tweeters and a lot of technology. Great, but as a speaker to play music on, not so hot. I mean, it's underwhelming. For background, if you're frying eggs or taking a bath or something, very, very nice speaker. Actually, somebody came into the room as we were listening to him before and said, "What is that?" And then when they saw what it was, they were like, ugh. Once they were in here and heard what it sounded like in the room as opposed to down the hall, they were totally underwhelmed. They ran away. But the Apple is not the apple of my eye, that's for sure. A big step up is the Home Max from Google, the white speaker, and I kind of like that speaker more than I thought I did, certainly compared to the HomePod. The Google is, it's okay. It plays louder, makes bass, sounds pretty consistent. It's fine. But the Sonos Ones at the end of this table, at each end, for stereo, wow, stereo's so cool. I think it's going to catch on. I think it's really good. Fills a room way better than one speaker does, that's for sure. Does actual stereo imaging. It's very, very cool. It's a nice sounding speaker. It's a little dark. It's a little rich, but you know what? It's a very listenable speaker. I could listen to these speakers, the Sonos Ones, and be a happy camper. That's not really true of Home Max or HomePod. I really don't enjoy them. I tolerate them. Let's put it that way. They're tolerable, not terrific. Now, the Sonos Ones, I'm not saying it's the ideal speaker. And for $400, which is what the pair of them cost, you could get a much nicer sound with wired speakers like Elacs or Pioneers hooked up to a Yamaha receiver or an Onkyo stereo receiver for around the same money, and I would prefer that. But if you want to talk to your speaker or sometimes yell at it to play what you want it to play, be my guest. But okay, I'm not the biggest Sonos fan, but the Sonos were just so much better than the Home Max and the HomePod that they definitely win this contest. So 3 cheers for Sonos One. That's kind of it. I'm not super enthusiastic about any of these, obviously. If that's your thing, go for it. If not, buy wisely, buy wired speakers. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. My name is Steve Guttenberg. If you like this sort of thing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you don't like it, don't subscribe, etc., etc. But I hope you do. Come back often, and I'll see you next time. Bye.